Hello and welcome. This is Thursday night training call, guys. We were Lavish Life Concepts, and we got an all-star lineup for you guys this evening. As you can hear, people are still chiming in. We have officially reached the 250 people mark on this call. I definitely want to let you guys know that we are going in this evening. Guys, we have an all-star lineup for you. Definitely want to get yourself into an isolated area so you'll be able to take some copious notes, and therefore you will not be distracted. Turn off all Real Housewives of everything, and then turn on your thinking caps and definitely want to take some big notes. So what I want to do for you guys is actually not waste any more of your time. Coming up, we starting out strong, okay? We starting out strong with this call. This is going to be one of the calls that you will remember for the rest of your life, all right? What I want you guys to do is get yourself ready for not only the number one income earner, but real quick, this guy has a big heart of gold. He's definitely in the field, and he's at the corporate offices all the time, getting us the things that we needed, fighting for us to actually go ahead and take this to another level. This guy has the biggest heart as well as the biggest beard in the business. I definitely want to go ahead and say, unmute your line, sir. Press *6, Mr. Seemore Green. Are you on the line, sir?
I'm here, man. How you doing?
Man, better than amazing. The floor is yours, sir. Go ahead, take over the call.
All right. Well, what's going on, everyone? Hope you guys are having a good evening. I know I am, and you know, as you can see, this call is kind of crazy. Not a bad way to start the month. You know, going from January where we had a record growth month, and heading into this month where we're already on pace to surpass what we did in January. So definitely excited for that, and excited to be here with you guys tonight. So just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what's going on right now with the opportunity. As I just mentioned, we had record growth, so we're starting 2014 off right. Back in March of 2013, when I got started with this opportunity, we were very little as far as the amount of people that not only were involved with Wake Up Now, but that knew about it. And what I saw with the opportunity, I knew we could do some major damage in the industry, good damage of, changing people's lives, getting them to enjoy the industry how I, really feel like it should be enjoyed, and not one of those things, as people like to say, have that stigma on it. So I definitely thought with, what we could accomplish with Wake Up Now, we could definitely start to change that stigma in the industry of, being just another one of those things, and actually have it change people's lives, regardless of the amount of money people can make, but with the products and services, have that be something that people can benefit financially from. We, got started in March. It's been a crazy 10, 11 months, almost a year. Never thought it would grow this quickly, but, I'm definitely glad it has. The end of last year, we ran into just a couple speed bumps, nothing major. We definitely, as you can see, we've come out of that, I think, better and stronger as a group and as a company. No one could have predicted the amount of growth we had. With going through a few of those speed bumps, I definitely think it was good for us, because as a group, I think we got spoiled to begin with. The amount of success that everyone was having, it was just, we definitely got a little spoiled. So when we ran into a few speed bumps, I think it kind of brought people back down to earth to let them know, there still is a business. There is technology involved, and sometimes it doesn't always work exactly how you want, but it kind of got people back on track in the mindset of, let's push the products and services, the benefits that you can get, rather than, masking it with just a money opportunity. So with all that said, I think it definitely was a good thing to happen that it kind of, pumped the brakes on us a little bit, but we're back rolling. Again, 2014, we started off right. Kind of crazy to think that we've had a record growth month when, some of the stuff that happened over the summer and going into convention, the amount of growth we had there. So definitely looking forward to that. And, I say it a lot where I'm one and done with this opportunity, because I do ultimately feel like this opportunity has the capability of being that opportunity that sets the stage for the next, 15, 20, 30 plus years in the industry, of being the opportunity that changed the way people look at this, network marketing MLM industry. So I have officially planted my flag here. I made that commitment to myself when I got started back in March that, I'm going to make this work, and this is going to be, that opportunity. And that's definitely where I think we're heading. We have a long ways to go. It's not going to be easy, but it's been a hell of a ride so far. It's been fun, as many of you guys can agree to that. And it's only going to get more fun and bigger and crazier. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I appreciate, DL having me on this call, letting me able to talk to you guys. I look forward to it. And just a reminder, I'm sure he probably will cover it as well, but I know it's only February, but the conference in 2014 in September is already getting filled up. So if you guys haven't already, definitely take advantage of the early bird registration with the convention. Get on that. You can find that in your hub. But yeah, other than that, you guys keep your head down, keep running. This is going to...
Wow, thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful information. Definitely want to let you know that I have planted my flag as well right here at Wake Up Now. And definitely want to say appreciate you all for all your hard work that you do for us up there at corporate and in the field.
Definitely, man. Anything I can do to help, just let me know.
All right, perfect. Well, we're going to switch gears, guys. We definitely want to get into some training this evening. And what I want to do is I want to call up first. We always say ladies first, but this is just lady. She's a boss lady, and she's going to train y'all. I'm not even going to – I don't know what she's going to train on. I'm going to just let her have the floor. If boss lady, are you on the line, go ahead, press star 6.
Would that be me, DL?
Hey, there she go. Hey, check this out. I'll give you the proper introduction. She's a 23-year-old retired nurse, and she's definitely about to hit Founder 6 this month, if not double rank up. This is none other out of Dallas, Texas, Miss KeAmber Vaughn.
Hello, everybody. First of all, I want to thank DL for featuring me on the call. And I also want to tell everybody, listen, when it comes to Wake Up Now, we are one big family. Me and DL just met a month ago. He just hit me 30 minutes ago and said, hey, can you speak on this call? And because I look at him as if he's my brother, I told him, yes, I'm here. I thank all of you guys for getting on this call, because you could be anywhere paying attention to anything on TV, on the radio, and you're here to learn more about how you can be the next person to rank up. So what I'm going to talk to you guys about really briefly is what to do in your first 48 hours once you join this business. And I hope that all of you guys have those notepads and those pens out, because this is very, very, very important, because the first 48 hours of your business usually tells you how the rest of your business is going to go. Okay, so the first thing you want to do when you come into this business, and when you guys bring people into this business, the first thing you want to tell them to do is go straight to onetrain.com. That's WUN train.com. Tell them to go to that products tab, and you want them to set up their products. And I'm going to tell you why. If you're not a product of the product, it's very unlikely for the average person to really get far in this comp plan, because you have to know how to explain these products and services. You have to be able to answer those questions from the people who might have questions about TaxBot or the One Finance or whatever the case may be. And if you're not using it, don't call DL up, don't call me up, don't text Seemore, don't hit up Tremaine, don't hit up Brandon, and for them to answer the questions. It's up to you to do that. okay? It's very, very, very important, because when people are asking you questions about these products and you don't have the answer, a lot of times they look at you as if you're a rookie. They feel like, why are you promoting this company if you don't even know what's going on? If I was to ask you right now, if you've had Sprint service like I have, I've had Sprint my entire time I've ever had a cell phone. If somebody came up to me right now and asked me why they should choose Verizon cell phone service, I can't explain it to them because I've never had Verizon. Same thing with Wake Up Now. If you're not using the products and services and somebody asks you why Wake Up Now over anything else, don't talk about the comp plan. You have to be able to talk about the value of the products and services that we have first, and then start talking about the money. Because if people don't see these products and services as valuable, if they don't see this as something that they can promote, they're not going to ever pay that $99.95 so that they can promote it to make money, okay? So after you've set up your products and services, you've gone through and you've played around with a few things, the next thing that you need to do is pull out that piece of paper, and you want to write a list of 50 names. You're going to have 25 people who you think will do this business and 25 people that you don't think will do the business. Most of the time it's going to be opposite. Those people who you think are going to run this business and say, oh, yeah, I want to get straight in, those are the people that are going to tell you no, and vice versa. And you don't want to prejudge people. Just write those lists of names down. And once you do what I tell you you're going to do with this list of people, once you're done going through those 50, you're going to write down another 50 people. So what you want to do is you want to call up these people if you have their phone numbers. If you have them on Facebook, just hit them up on Facebook. But usually talking on the phone is the best thing to do. And what you want to do is call them up, and you're gonna basically talk to them a little bit. You know, just ask them how things have been going. If you haven't talked to them in a while, and let's say you've gone to high school with them or something, and you hit them up like, hey, how's everything been going? You know, what did you decide to do? Oh, you're in nursing. Just have a regular conversation with them. And you want to continue to probe them a little bit. Don't sound like you're a detective or something. Actually sound like what's coming out their mouth actually means something to you. Because I'm going to tell you something. Everybody on this earth, no matter how much money they're making, they always need more. They always want more, period, point blank. There's going to be something in that conversation that lets you know that Wake Up Now is the answer for them. But you have to continue to talk to them for them to give you what Wake Up Now is the answer to. It might be something like, oh, man, you know, I've been working so much overtime just trying to make things happen, or whatever the case may be. Or maybe they went to school, got their bachelor's degree, and now they're working on a master's because they aren't making enough money. And you just let them know, hey, I got something that I think you want to take a look at. That's one way that you can approach it. Another way to approach it is to just tell somebody, hey, what are you doing in the next 30 minutes? Let's say this is somebody that lives down the street from you, or maybe, 30 minutes from you, whatever. You ask them what they're doing tomorrow, next week, whatever, and you just want to tell them, okay, I'm coming over on Saturday at 2 o'clock, and you just hang up the phone. Don't let them ask you any questions. If they call you back, if they text you, don't let them talk to you about anything. Don't answer any questions. And you take your butt over to their house with your laptop, and you show them the Wake Up Now presentation. I'm going to tell you something. Wake Up Now is for everyone, but everyone is not for Wake Up Now. This is a numbers game. The more people you talk to, the more people that are going to tell you no, and eventually the more people that are going to tell you yes. I have a lot of people who are afraid of speaking to people for whatever reason. I think it's because we've been conditioned to not be okay with being rejected. But what I end up asking my teammates is, hey, when you put in all those applications for all those jobs that you wanted, did you get a call back for every application that you put in? Most of the time the answer is no. Okay, so for all the callbacks that you did get about the resumes that you put in, did you get an interview for all of those callbacks? Most of the answers are no. Okay, so when you did finally get that interview, did you get every single job that you interviewed for? Most of the time the answer is no. People need to understand you've been told no your whole life. Don't let people in this business keep you from achieving your dreams. I know people who have been told no their whole lives are still working a crappy job because they can't get a job in their field, or whatever the case may be. Maybe they don't have a secondary education, but yet they get into this business. They talk to their first 5 friends, and because their first 5 friends told them no, now they want to quit. Why? Because those same 5 people, if you look at their lives right now, they're not living lives that you want to live. You want to live the life that me and Seemore and DL and Greg and the rest of us live. So why would you let those people deter you away from your dreams? You have to push past it. I'm going to tell you something. Most of the people that tell you no in the beginning is for various reasons. Number one, of course, most of them will actually tell you, I want to see you make money first. And to those people, you just tell them, hey, I just want to let you know something. It's cool for you to wait for me to make money first, but I'm going to tell you, if I have a team of 20 people before you join my team, I don't care if you're a friend, a family member, my mother, or my father, it's my responsibility to help those 20 people before I help you. So you might want to be one of my first 3. Another reason people tell you no in the beginning is because maybe they've seen the way that you've lived. They've seen you jump from job to job. They've seen you have 20 different boyfriends or girlfriends. You know, they've seen you go from this place to that place. So their number one thing is that they want to see consistency out of you, because we've all been taught don't mix business with pleasure. So they feel like, okay, well, if I know this person to jump from job to job, and maybe if I join them, they're going to quit or they're going to be on the next business as soon as I join them. They just want to see consistency. I actually just had somebody message me earlier this morning, somebody I've never talked to on social media ever, don't know the girl from anybody else on the street. And she told me, hey, when I first learned about Wake Up Now about 5 or 6 months ago, I was a little iffy about it. But I'm joining your team in the next week, all because I've literally been sitting here watching you on social media, and I've seen how consistent you are with your grind and your hustle, and I can't do anything but respect it and hope that I get to the point where you are. You have to be consistent with people. If people tell you no, go ahead with it. It's okay. They're going to come back. Some of you guys out here are beating the same person in the head. What do you mean you don't want to join? Why won't you join? You go back to them a week later. Hey, are you ready to join now? No. When they tell you no, move on. Trust me. You have to make people understand that they need you. They need Wake Up Now. You don't need them. Like DL told you guys, I'm 23 years old. I'm retired as a nurse. I have my bachelor's degree. It's one and done for me, too. I've planted my flag here. I've planted my seed, and I'm just going to let it continue to grow. When I came into this business, I only had a month of experience in the industry. At the end of this month will be my 1-year anniversary in this industry as a whole. I signed up with Wake Up Now March 29th. When I first started, guess what? My first 48 hours was nothing like what I told you guys to do, and that's why I'm telling you to do what I'm telling you to do, because you could be a lot further along a lot earlier. Had I not spent the first 6 weeks, focused on my job that wasn't paying me well, I was overworked and underpaid, I would have been further along in this comp plan, you guys. And so I hit Founder 3, I think it was maybe 6 weeks in. I replaced my nursing income in 4 months. Can everybody do that? Probably not. But I told myself if I had to grind sleepless nights for 12 whole months just to hit Founder 4, I was okay with that, because I was only bringing in $2,200 a month, because they were taking $1,200 a month from me every single month in taxes. So if I was able to double basically what my current income was, I was okay with that. Luckily, I grinded for those couple of months, and I actually got a lot further. But ask yourself this one question. If it took you an entire year to hit $5,000 a month in this company to hit Founder 5, would you be happy? Of course you would, because the majority of us out here are not making $5,000 a month in our current 9-to-5s. So just grind it out. Understand this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, okay? This is a for-real business. Most businesses, you're not going to see a profit for 3 to 5 years. Go down the street to your local bakery, maybe a mom-and-pop shop, and you go ask them how long did it take them to get in the black and no longer see red. And I guarantee you they're not going to tell you 30 days, 60 days. Some of you guys get into this business, you think grinding for 30 days is going to get you to retire 30 years early. It's not going to happen. If you don't grind it out for at least 6 to 12 months, and you're not literally going to put your all into this, you might as well get out now, because you're not going to get anywhere. Make sure you guys are doing exactly what your leaders are telling you to do. There's many leaders in this business. DL is a great leader. Seemore is a great leader. Just do what we tell you to do. Success leaves clues. We're not going to lead you in the wrong way. We want you guys to make money, because when you're making money, you're happy. And that means you're going to pass that happiness down onto your new teammates so that they can rank up and they can make money and they can be happy too. So that's all I have, DL. And thank you again for featuring me on this call, honey.
Wow. Killer Chief speaks. Hey, I definitely want to say thank you for dropping those nuggets. I appreciate you. You're like a sister. I'll definitely see you on the beaches of Cancun, paid for by the company. Let's go. if you thought this call was great, it's about to get what my mentor used to call gooderer, okay? Go ahead and get your pencil and paper ready, because I got a man that I had the pleasure of meeting over the past weekend at the Dallas Empowerment Center, Empowerment Summit with the GMT Money Team, and he's one of the CEOs of YMP, Young Motivated People, and this gentleman, he definitely had a passionate story, and he definitely changed my life. Guys, he went Founder 7 in 4 months. Yes, you heard it, Founder 7, a 5-figure income in just 4 months of being in the business. So without further ado, sir, if you can just press *6 on the line. Are you on the line, sir?
Yeah, I'm on the line.
Wow.
Hello?
Guys, definitely, I can hear you loud and clear. Definitely, I want you guys to go ahead and get your pen and paper ready. This call is being recorded because he's about to bless the line. I want you to just give him your all, sir. This is none other than New York's finest, Mr. Lisaldo Talverez. Go ahead.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? I'm happy that I'm on this call with KeAmber and all the great leaders of Seemore. Everybody who's been on this call, I gladly appreciate it. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Lisaldo Talverez. I'm from YMP out of New York. Me and my friend Jamal started this 4 months ago on September 26th. We started from his little room with 3 people. Right now we got an organization of over 1,000 people. I hit Founder 7 in 4 months. Jamal hit Founder 5 in 2 months. I'm about to hit executive this month in February, so I'm going to say executive for 5 months. I'm confidently saying that I'm going to hit executive this month. It's been a great ride. The one thing that I want to talk about is your why. Understand this. When you get into this business and you sign somebody up, the first question you should ask them is, what's the reason why you're doing this? What's the reason why you're doing it? What is your why? Because what happens is a lot of people, when they get into this business, they get deterred when their first person tells them no. But if they understand their why, it's going to be bigger than that no. You always got to keep that why in mind. When you out there showing people and people are telling you no, people are not calling you back, people are not coming to some presentations, understand that your why is bigger than all of that. Because your why is what's going to keep you going in those days that you want to quit. I mean, there's days that I know a lot of people in this company or in network marketing want to quit. But if they always remember what their why is, they won't quit. You see, my why is my 2 daughters. So it doesn't matter if 10, 30 people, 50 people tell me no today. My why is bigger than those 50 people that told me no. So tomorrow I'm going to go show another 1,000 people. And if I get another 1,000 no's, my why, which is my 2 daughters, is going to be bigger than those 1,000 no's. So keep your why in mind when you're doing this business, because your why is going to pull you through the bad times. Because if you stick it out, you're going to make it in this business. But you got to have that reason why you keep going. Because a lot of times, I'm telling you, you're going to want to quit. You're not going to hit D3 right away sometimes. You might not hit a rank for a couple of months, and you're going to be like, you know what, this doesn't work for me. But when you start thinking about the time that this doesn't work for me, is the time you have to really start thinking about your why, because that's what's going to pull you through. Another thing that I want to speak about is leadership. I always say that leaders know how to lead and also know how to be led. Use your upline. I always listen to my upline, which is Daryl and Jamal. Daryl YG, for everybody who knows who that is. Jamal McGraw, who signed me up personally. I always listen to those guys. Whatever they have to tell me, I make sure that I'm listening, because you have to be coachable. As a leader, you have to be coachable. You don't know it all. You might have a big team, but that doesn't mean that you know it all. There's somebody above you that has been in the industry a little bit longer than you that might give you some advice, and you got to be able to take that advice as a leader so you can give it to your team, so the leaders on your team can give it to their leaders on their team. That's how I feel leaders are formed. Be a good listener. Before anything, if you want to succeed in this business, there's 2 things. Is be a good leader and be a good follower. Follow the right people in this industry. Follow the people that have the success that you want. Follow them and listen to whatever they tell you, because you obviously are following them because you want what they have. So listen to what they tell you. That's very important. I feel like a lot of people do not listen. A lot of people think they know it all. Me, I hit Founder 7 in 4 months. I will listen to anybody in this company, whether you're a D3, a D1, you just started, a Seemore Green, a KeAmber, or YG, because you might have something to tell me that I might never know, I might never have known about. So I listen to everybody. Doesn't matter the rank. Listen to people, because you might find something in something that somebody tells you that might just trigger you. So I always say I'm a great listener. You have to be a great leader, a great listener and a great leader. Now, another thing I want to touch on is culture. One thing that we form in New York City, we're big on is culture. We have trainings all the time with our team, so we can get them prepped on what they need to do. We have the calls on Sundays, like you guys are having this call today. We are starting to have them on Sundays for our team. We're very big on culture. I feel like if you build a culture, you're gonna build a foundation where this is gonna last. You want to build a culture. Culture is very, very important. Some people, honestly, stay around just for culture. Not everybody's in it for the money. Some people are just in it to be around great people. So that's when you got to build a culture. And that's what we're doing in New York. Have events with your team where you go bowling, or maybe you go get something to eat, where you can bring a camaraderie. That's very, very big, especially in network marketing. Because, some people might not be having a good month, a good 2 months. They might have stuff happening in their lives that might deter them from doing the business. But you know what? If you invite them out to a dinner, a bowling event, or just something, a social event where they could just speak and have some fun, maybe that'll inspire them again to do the business again. So I'm really, really big on culture. Culture is very, very important. To us, especially in New York, we're trying to build a culture. We are building a culture. We have built a culture that's going to last. And I feel like that's very big. I think everybody should try to start building a culture, because that's what's going to make this company even last forever. Another thing that I want to speak about is also duplication. This business is all about duplication. What we do in New York is that, I make sure that if I sign somebody up, he does not leave until we either go show 3 people that day, or we set up a hub party that day or the next day or the day after. Because the most important thing about this is duplication. The faster you can get somebody there 3, the faster they're going to go and get their people there 3. Because understand this, when people sign up, they believe. Yeah, they believe. But when you get them their 3 right away, their belief level goes through the roof. So now you just spark somebody to have 1,000% belief in this. Because people always sign up, but are always skeptical a little bit. But if you put some belief in them, if you get them their 3 right away, that's just going to skyrocket them to the belief level where they're never going to question them joining Wake Up Now. Another thing that we do as far as duplication that I feel is important is always schedule people to have a hub party right away. I think that's the most important thing. Schedule it. You know what? Like KeAmber said, they make a list, and that's great. So then after that list, you're already scheduling your next appointment when they're going to have a presentation at their house. For us, I do it offline, like me. I'm always scheduling a presentation right away for the people I sign up. Because, again, the most important thing is to get your people paid. The faster you get your people paid, the faster your business is going to grow. And I always say like this. I always say, just help everybody get 3. I don't tell nobody, think about Founder 3, think about Founder 4. Just get 3. Help everybody in your organization get 3. And by the time you know it, you're going to be hitting these ranks. Keep it simple. Don't look for global. Look for just getting 3 and help everybody in your organization get 3. And I'm telling you, your business will go. That's what happened to me and Jamal. We didn't focus on hitting these ranks. We just focused on, if we can get everybody 3, that they have a free business and a free product, then that means they're going to stay along. There's no reason for them not to be in the business because their business is free now. So that's what we concentrate on, and that's why we've been able to grow. I don't look at the ranks. I look at just getting everybody there 3, and by the time you know it, I'm going to hit these ranks, and that's why I was able to hit Founder 7 in 4 months, and I'm going to hit Founder Executive in 5 months, because just of that concept of just getting everybody there 3. somewhere, somehow, and it's going to grow on its own. And, you know, that's really all I have to bring to the table. I just want to thank everybody who's been on this call and letting me be on this call. Thank you. You know, I hope to see everybody in Cancun and Utah. And that's me. That's my story. And thank you for having me on this call.
Man, I appreciate those nuggets, man. I appreciate you guys. Everybody that's been on this call, I definitely salute all the leaders. It was extremely last minute. God, I was actually debating on, like, even having the call last minute because I didn't have any training material. And I said, listen, God spoke that word to me and said, get these people on the line. And I definitely listened to the Spirit. I appreciate everybody that spoke on this call tonight. I officially thrown this call the greatest call thus far. So I definitely want everybody to know that this has been recorded, and you will be able to see this online, as well as I will be giving out the recording to this call. This call is officially over. Guys, God bless. Rank up and definitely get your ticket to September 11th through the 13th conference in Salt Lake City, Utah. Our goal is to put 10,000 representatives in that building, in that arena, so we can all take this to the top because the bottom is definitely too crowded. Stay connected, stay tuned, and rank up. God bless. This call is officially over.